Hello, this is episode 20 of the Generational Podcast. My name is Owen,
And I'm Steven.
and we're father and son. So,
Father, son.
I pointed at you for father.
Okay, I wasn't
worry.
sure.
I think they could guess.
Yeah, hopefully.
Shit. Okay, so what do you have for me today?
I heard there was something going on in Japan. I think there's maybe like this.
Okay.
Is it like a summit or something we were talking
Yeah,
about?
it's a G7 summit,
Yeah.
and it includes some European countries, and the
Like
main
who?
topic, like Germany,
Okay.
and I think it was, America's definitely in there.
Yeah, we're not European.
Canada and some other important countries, and I would like to say that Ukraine was the most important one in this summit.
How?
So, when Japan talked to Ukraine and multiple other countries, had their negotiations, Ukraine got a whole bunch of deals from countries like America and Japan to gain money from them. What Japan did was they gave, I'm pretty sure it was bonds to Ukraine as a way to pay for their war. And that money is in bonds, and as you know, bonds are sometimes unreliable.
Junk.
So, it was really interesting when bonds were given to Ukraine and not just actual yen. And Japanese companies are being supported to aid the Ukraine war. And when that occurs, Japan's ultimately going to rebuild Ukraine, and they're going to have better negotiations with each other whenever that occurs. And Japan's betting on Ukraine winning. So it's really interesting.
Because China's back in Russia.
Right, because China is backing Russia. So Japan's backing Ukraine.
And America's back in Ukraine.
Other than that, I saw that Vietnam was working with Japan. And what they're doing is they're making a joint collaboration. And
For what?
In military and other private sectors.
Oh.
So what they're doing is they're putting two powers together to defeat their enemy, which is China currently.
That's what you think?
That's what I think.
They're teaming up?
They are teaming up, though.
Okay.
They did talk during the G7 summit.
All right.
So it was very interesting seeing how one country invades Taiwan, which is China invading Taiwan, so everybody else arms up around them.
Okay.
And what do you think about that?
War sucks.
Definitely.
But war makes a lot of money. And there are a lot of people that stand to make a lot of money off war. And Japan needs to kind of get their muscle up anyway.
Can Japan actually have an army, or is
I believe
it just
so.
a defense force?
I think that changed in like 2018 or something like that.
Okay, because I know that Japan's military is pretty much America's military.
Well, they had only a self-defense force, but I think that changed over and they got some like warships. They're not like our carriers or anything, but they're small fleet ships that move well.
And Japan has one of the best they're the best technologically. Period.
I don't know. I don't know about any of that anymore. I know back in the day. But, nowadays... Wait, no. Japan had the fastest... Internet. Was that before or after Elon?
No idea, but Elon's definitely getting up the pole there.
Yeah, I think so. Elon is a very, very good character, I think. There was some new Elon news, but I forgot what it was. Maybe we already talked about it.
We definitely talked about it
on the last
already.
podcast, yeah.
It was about Starlink and
No.
their Tesla phones.
No. That's something we wanted. No, he was doing some... No, you told me about it. His brother in the farming.
Right.
That was interesting.
That was about hydroponics and how they were making hydroponic rooms.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
So anybody that has a house can pretty much buy a hydroponic room and set it in their yard or anywhere that they need it. It solves.
You could do hydroponic gardens in your yard with buckets and hoses.
Right.
Stuff. It's interesting. I think you showed me that stuff, didn't you?
Yeah. I used to be really big in gardening, but now that I know hydroponics, I'm more into science. Anything else?
But you want to start building the garden bed, right?
I do, and I want our house to be self-sustaining. What I mean by that is we have chickens, and we're able to just take what we grow and put the rest either in compost or just give it to the chickens, feed them, and get some fresh eggs every morning. So I think it's very reasonable to have a self-sustaining house where all our food is grown. Not all of it, but
I'm okay with it. When I grew up with a garden, so it's cool. Dad was out there tilling, but out here we have sand, so we have to create garden beds, which isn't bad because we can do that.
Right.
So we're from Kansas. Well, I'm from Kansas, and my granddad was a farmer, and your great grandfather.
And I do actually want a farm when I grow up. And the big reason behind that is I don't want anybody near me. I want to have my own farm and make sure that everything's protected in it. It's my own area.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't want any bears.
I want something near
a
creek.
Though.
I need something near a creek. I need a source of water where I can go fish. And it's got a good source of fishing too. Otherwise,
a creek or a lake?
A lake would be alright. A lake that isn't polluted.
Okay.
That'd be nice. Old Melbourne Lake. I like that.
I want to be the person that owns the whole lake. That's my farm.
I know that we've talked a lot about types of farming and where. But, like, out here it's expensive farmland.
I have no idea about out here, so I think it would be pretty expensive too, since everything here is swamp.
Yeah, and then you've got, you can raise cattle, but, that's probably about it. You can raise some pigs, cattle, you can still do stuff out here real well.
In the swamp, though, the only thing you can really grow is rice.
They got farms out here.
To flood it.
We have orange groves out here. So, there's all kinds of stuff, man.
What I mean is, like, in flood water, right? What would you grow in flood water?
Rice.
It would be rice.
Yeah.
Rice, onions.
And then it's always humid here, so I wonder if rice would be any good.
I wonder if onions would be good here.
I don't know.
So we'll do our little check on that and see if we could grow some more stuff out here.
So what's your top 3 movies, man?
Oh, okay. That's a loaded question. I would say my favorite movie is Ratatouille. And it's been for the longest time. Because the story's about a rat who becomes a chef at a store and then at a restaurant, and then he finally opens his own restaurant in the end. Spoilers. But I like Ratatouille since it shows that anything can become anyone that they want to be. So what I mean by that is if you work on your goal and you put in hard work and you don't fool around and make mistakes, and even if you make mistakes and you land on the floor, you got something to look up to.
Get up.
And you just get up and make sure that you're following your goals.
Keep going.
And Ratatouille showed me that working hard can bring you close to your goal. And if you only think about your goal, you're never going to do anything about it.
Yeah. Analysis paralysis.
My second favorite movie would be, well, this is a future premonition of what I'm going to like, and I think it's going to be the Dune series. Because
Dune 1 was good, yeah.
Dune 1 was awesome, and I heard audiobooks about Dune, and then I watched the old Dune. So I'm very excited for what's coming next.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, and the video, the special effects are gonna be pretty cool. Hopefully.
So how'd you grow up with Dune?
The original.
Mm-hmm.
There's books, but the original movie, I didn't really grow up with it. I didn't watch it until I was in the military, because I was more on Star Wars.
Okay.
And then when I got into the military, this dude named Gordon was like, "You ever seen Dune?" And I was like, "What the fuck is Dune, man?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "What'd you call me?"
Mm-hmm.
You know. She's like, "You've never seen Dune?" So what'd you call me? And he goes, "Man, you gotta watch this." I was like, "Well, how long is it?" He was like, "Forever." It's long. I don't even remember. I thought it was like 3 hours or 4 hours, or maybe it's 7 hours. I don't know. It's long. It's
there's enough. There's about 3 books and some more. So
it was just such a long movie, and like it was a good movie. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I liked how it was written.
So you grew up with it.
I didn't really grow up with it. I was already an adult when I watched it, but I liked the story.
Okay.
I liked it. I don't know.
My favorite part is when the kid Atreus sticks. Oh no, that's the plan itself. But I liked it when the protagonist stuck his hand inside the box, and then the old grandma was saying, "Fear is the mind killer."
Yeah.
And
Fear is the mind killer.
if you scream, I'll kill you. And
Yeah.
If you show any signs of pain, I was like, oh, okay. So fear is the mind killer, and
Poker face.
I noticed
my
through
poker face.
like in martial arts, you can tell exactly what fear can do to you.
That's why I say you gotta poker face it. Like fear will paralyze you if you aren't used to being put in a fearful situation. I think we've done that quite a bit. Like you said, you wanted to go 100%, and I think you felt the fear, and you panic. It makes you panic. It makes you make bad mistakes. So they used to have the saying. Joe Rogan, I think, used to say it. So he'd say, "Out of the frying pan into the fire."
Okay.
Right. He'd say it when the fights go on. "No, you're out of the frying pan into the fire now." That was like one of their sayings back in the old UFC days. So that was basically you just made it worse. You know what I mean?
You were burning first, and now you're really turning to ash.
Yeah. Now you're really burning. So you just have to be able to. A lot of people don't understand that. They don't understand that feeling, and it's something that puts life into a little perspective a little bit.
Okay.
I think things taste a little sweeter when you've had that pressure.
All right.
And you can appreciate things a little more.
And I've been doing that too. And every time that I panic, I see myself panic afterwards. So I recollect myself and try to fix it. And the next time I panic, I slow down, catch my breath, and make sure that I'm doing the right moves to get out of a submission or a kickdown. And that's really been growing on my martial arts.
Yeah, it's something that takes time sometimes. There's I've trained guys that when I first watched them spar, they would turn and run. There's nothing more dangerous, than when you're fighting, and you're fighting someone, and you turn away from their punching, and you turn and you look away. Wrong move, bud.
The back of your head is very vulnerable.
And you don't see what's coming at you. You're just gonna get knocked out
or taken down.
One of the two. Either way, it's not gonna be a good day for you. Not a good day for you, Mr. Brown.
So, have you ever had any sparring sessions where the other guy would freak out?
Oh yeah. I was the guy that freaked out. There was a time where I would freak out. Anybody that was new, at some point you have this panic where you're like, oh, I'm about to fucking die, and this guy can kill me right now. If he didn't have the respect enough to let go, he could put me to sleep. Training accident, baby.
And
no, I'm just kidding. Hopefully you never have that. That's jokes. Jokes. It's not like that. It's nice there, but it does get rowdy in gyms. So and yeah, I've had some wars, man, with some killers, right? And I, you know, if I'm sure some videos out there of us and they're just beating the shit out of each other in Japan. So
I know you have some fights up there, and I noticed that in martial arts it improves how much respect you have in the gym, because you know the capability of each person in the gym. So you have more respect for the people that you're talking to inside and outside the gym. So what I mean by that is, if you know the person in martial arts and you know he could choke someone out, you don't say mean stuff to him because he has the capability to choke you out.
well, you know, actually people still talk.
Yeah.
So the thing about that is, if you're gonna talk shit to a fighter, most likely he's gonna beat your ass. You talk shit to a martial artist, they're gonna tell you what they can do, and then they're gonna tell you to have a nice day.
And they're gonna suppress it first.
Yeah. There's no reason for anybody to get hurt because somebody wants to be macho. That's not. You're cool. You're the guy. You're talking. I don't mind having somebody walk around and they're, oh, you're the tough guy. Yeah, I don't need the drama, dude. You're good. Have a good day. Enjoy your day. And then on to the next. You know, I've got things to do. I don't need to cross paths. We don't need to do that. You know, so I don't have a problem being like, okay, I'm a martial artist first. I'm not a fighter. And I'm a dad too, and I'm a husband. So for me to just walk away from a fight is so much easier. Now, if something was going on and there was somebody getting hurt around me that was more defenseless, then I'm probably going to step in and do something.
Right, because you have discipline and honor and all of those different traits.
Yeah, well, that's what you're supposed to do. You know, I think if you're a martial artist and you see something like that go down, anybody that's a martial artist, anybody that's been close to death, because we also were a little bit stupid in the fact that in our brains, that's excitement for us. Like getting close to death is excitement. It gives me, like, there's no better feeling than at the end of an hour and a half or an hour session of training where I put it all out. And then afterward, I'm like, boom. There's no drug that can compare. I don't care what anybody says. I don't want to try any drug that compares to that because I've got that. And that is my way of being able to really... Plus, when you practice death every day and the art of it, everything else is a joke. It's like, you can cut me off in traffic. Go ahead. Okay, fuck me. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I remember we were pulling into the school one day, and I was coming to pick you up, and there was a lady that wasn't crossing, and it was like, no car's coming. I honked at her. I was like, go, and then she wouldn't go, so I went around her. So then she tried to get over in my lane. I don't know who she was. She was in a burgundy van. And she started flipping me off, and this, that, and the other, and I was just like, I had already finished training, the kettlebell training, and then my knees over toes in the same day with the roller. So I was like spent, and then I had to pick you up, and me and you were going to wrestle. So I was like, okay, all right, lady. Okay, I was just trying to get around you. She's flipping me off and cussing. Fuck you, put that hair down. And I'm just like, okay. All right, you have a great day. God bless you. You know, and then like, go and pick you up.
Now, my point is, compared to people who don't know your capabilities, to people who know your capabilities and physically understand it, not just watch it by video, there's a big difference on how much respect they have for you.
I mean,
in a conversation.
I think, yeah.
It really introduces
I
that
think
fear factor.
I think I know where you're going with this, man. Are you going with the golfer? Are you going with the golfer? The cheating golfer?
No.
We never talked about that, did we?
No, we did.
No. We recorded and then we never put it on.
Okay, so
yeah, so like that guy, if he knew who was talking to you, you think he would have said that shit to me?
No, you have to explain the situation first.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll let you say it.
Okay.
You go ahead and tell it, and then we'll talk about how I felt.
Okay. So what we were doing was we were getting gas at Costco with our membership, and we waited in a pretty long line. Not a long line, a quick line actually. Yeah. And we saw a red. What was it again?
Chrysler Sebring convertible.
You said a Sebring, yeah.
It
was a cherry red Sebring.
Oh no, it was burgundy. Burgundy. It was burgundy. It wasn't cherry red. It was burgundy.
It was cherry red.
No, it was burgundy.
Okay, so there was a woman getting her gas in front of that car, and this old man, who looked a little Italian, he was putting his gas in too.
I don't know if he was Italian. He was just an old guy.
He was just an old golf guy.
Don't be calling out races and shit. That's my people, homie. That's your people too. Better stop that shit. Anyway, I'm playing, dude. It's a joke. He got all serious. Anyway, yeah, keep going.
Okay, so we saw her get gas, and then she drove off. So we went around, and when we went around, he yelled at us from his side that the gas pump in front of him wasn't working. That we should go and pick a different gas pump.
Yeah.
And we knew exactly at that moment that it was bull crap.
Yeah.
And there's so many reasons why, and I want you to list them off.
I was just like, first of all, I'm not about to take advice from anybody that looks like he cheats at golf. Mm-hmm. This dude looks like he cheats. You know the type. He's got his white hair, and he's short, little fat dude with a little mustache, and he's got his little goatee, and he's got his little nice little cut and his shitty cotton polo. Dude, go get a new shirt. All right, that shirt was back in 1960. It was cool, first of all. Mm-hmm. And then you're gonna sit there and talk some. I just watched this lady get gas because you had to drive around me, you smug prick, right? And then you're gonna lie, dude. Oh, come on.
I was wondering what kind of high he got from that, because I wonder if he did that to other people before, and other people just listen to him, and they'll go, "Oh, okay, I'll just go to a different pump." And I wonder how much excitement he got from hearing that.
What are you, dude? A lawyer? You just lie all the time? That's probably your profession. That's why you did it, because you like to lie to people.
Well, let's not put lawyers down here.
Oh, I like lawyers. No, I shouldn't say that. You want to be one, I know. Huh?
It's just
top 3 jobs. What are the top 3 jobs? That's one of the top 3, isn't it?
No. Oh, yeah. It's a commercial lawyer.
Yeah, okay.
Much. That's one of top 3, but
and what universities have the best ones for that?
I done my research, but I can't remember which schools they were.
Really?
Yeah, because right now I want to create businesses and not look at what profession I want to go in currently, because it's summer.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. You don't want to look at any other jobs? I know law was one. You're not going to tell me 2 other ones?
I'll tell you 2 other ones.
Thank you.
First one is an entrepreneur. I want my own businesses and not just one business. I don't want to be a boss. I want to be the boss above the boss who tells the boss to run the company.
We're working on that, right?
Right, we're working on it.
Yeah, we are.
And my third is actually the military. It was the Air Force.
Or Navy, right?
Or Air Force.
You want to be a SEAL?
Afterwards.
Maybe.
Afterwards. Because I want to be a sniper, right? And I thought about different roles, and I was like, oh, sniping from a helicopter. That's pretty cool.
That would be cool. That's a lot of skill, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think that's even better. Yeah,
and then,
Air Force is cool, too.
And then there's also a straightaway right into, you could switch branches after 4 years.
Oh, yeah?
Right? Or
well,
was it after 4 years they had to qualify for different classes?
No, you can switch.
You can
switch branches. They usually have a bridge programs.
And I'm not going in as a enlisted. I want to go in as an officer.
If you go in.
If I go in. And I want to make sure that I go straight to the top, not just stay in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't want to be 40 years old as a, was it an E4 Mafia?
Yeah.
I want to get straight to the top.
Straight to the top, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing but the cream of the crop for you, huh?
Exactly.
You know, that's good. It's good to have those goals, man.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I was smart enough to do some shit like that. I wasn't. I was an idiot. I was like, just sign me up.
It's
girls in another country. Let's go. Let's go.
So what kind of promises got broken when you talked to
dude. You know, there's no bowling alley on any ship. There's no McDonald's, you motherfuckers. Yeah, there's a McDonald's there. You gotta walk to the motherfucker. It ain't on the ship. I was thinking I was gonna have McDonald's breakfast in the morning and shit. I was like, yo, dude, McDonald's breakfast, bro, for free, bro. Sign me up, bro.
No, he spoke some good sweet nothings in here.
Jeez, didn't he? He lied to me. Liar.
Did he say you can get a car too?
No. But they usually have, if you qualify for certain things, if you get a high ASVAB, you get more money when you go in usually.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't tell you that stuff.
Right.
So there's certain jobs that pay very, very well, and they'll train you. And then if you decide to get out and as a civilian, you can go work those jobs like nukes, work on nuclear subs.
Right.
So you can be a nuke and then go work on subs and then get out and then be a nuke at a nuclear engineer place.
Mm-hmm. Some of my friends back at Emporia wanted to do that.
Yeah, you couldn't catch me in a sub, man.
Yeah, I don't want to be in a submarine.
I don't like the water anymore, dude. I was in the Navy. They had me on the ocean in one of the biggest ships ever, and I still don't want to do it again.
So how far in the ocean do you really go when you go to the beach?
What do you mean?
Wait, no ocean?
Me? Now?
Yeah, now.
You know how far I go. I go about shin high.
Mm.
I don't even swim. I don't even go out there. Like shin high, that's about as deep as it goes. I'll get my feet in there maybe. Shin high is pushing it.
Mm.
Jellyfish, all that shit, step on things. Nope, I'm good. Things that kill you, I'm good. There's things in there that kill me I can't see. I ain't going in there.
Well, what about a megalodon?
Yeah. What the fuck am I gonna do with that?
Or a giant octopus?
See? What do I need?
Or squid?
I don't even need to be in there. It's giant. It's bigger than my house.
Mm.
Why? It makes no sense. You want to go on a cruise? Fuck no.
Did you know that gangs of orcas would push away sharks out of their territory for up to about a year?
Yeah, they're pretty badass.
So you got orca gangs.
Orcas are gangster as fuck. They'll probably take out people. There was an accident recently.
It was about a whale.
It was a whale.
Mm-hmm.
We were listening to that, huh?
Yeah, that kept flipping small ships.
Yeah.
Vessels.
Yeah.
As a defense mechanism.
Yep. And Tuesday's like, I've had enough. She's like, I'm tired of hearing you guys talk. I'm out of here, guys.
Mm.
Bye, Susie. There she goes. But yeah, man.
So a whale was flipping ships.
Yeah, I think she got hit by it, right? So then she got hit by one. She collided with one and it hurt her. And then ever since then, they've all learned to like flip the ships. It's like, oh, cool. Mother Nature is like, hey, GFC.
We don't have to go into specifics.
No. Right? You don't
Good friends count.
Yeah.
Good friends count.
Good friends count, he said. This kid. Yeah, I know he hates it when I cuss, huh?
Sometimes.
You don't like when I cuss on the podcast at all. I don't give a fuck what you think. It doesn't fucking matter what you think. Can you smell what the rock is cooking? I've always wanted to do that. I'm sorry, guys. All right.
So, right on the microphone. Oh, it's going to be so loud.
Sorry, guys. If you got that in your ears, turn it down. I'm sorry. It's too late.
Yeah, it's already too late.
I'm sorry. Not sorry. I don't give a If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Just write me a dirty comment. Write me a dirty comment about it. Tell me how bad you don't like it. Susie's like, I like everybody. It's a happy party. Huh, Susie Q?
So, do you have anything else for me?
Yeah, I actually had another question about what would you like to do for episode 21?
I would like to talk about what I would like to do when I'm 21. Yeah, job-wise, driving-wise, what kind of car I want, house, maybe even
A house at 21?
Oh,
Hell
yeah.
yeah. Is it like more houses? Or one house? Is it an apartment complex?
Well, I'm supposed to talk about that on episode 21.
Well,
so-
I'd like to know. Now I
Yeah,
gotta
well-
wait. I gotta wait for like how much? I gotta wait for like what now? 2 more days before we can talk about this?
Well, for
And
those
then you're probably gonna forget.
for those future listeners, for the future listeners, they'll actually know. So
Yeah, I
they'll
mean,
just be able to click on the next episode.
yeah, they'll be able to flip through.
We'll go,
Flip through.
click. Oh, that's episode 21. Let's go to 1003.
Oh, I've got a question for you.
Okay.
If you could have anybody from Japan here, who would it be?
Japan here.
Yeah, if you could pick somebody in Japan and bring them here for like a summer
For summer.
to hang out, who would it be?
Can I pick two? Two people?
Yeah.
Okay. My sisters.
I love it.
And the
That would
reason
be
why is
awesome.
because I want to spend time with them as a big brother.
That would be cool. That would be cool. I would like to spend time with them too.
So
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's a quick wish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Hopefully we can have that happen someday. That would be beautiful. But anyway.
Yeah, I think that's the end of the episode 20, going into 21.
21. 21.
No, that's 20.
Savage. 21. Yeah. 21. Yeah, that's not what you young bucks do. 21. Yeah.
Okay, let's just end episode 20 here. We'll like to see you on the next episode.
Yeah,
episode
join,
21.
hit the thing, join up, subscribe, hit the likes, share, all that jivey shit, you know? The bells, ring the bells.
And we'll see you
Ring
on
the
the next
bells.
episode. Goodbye.
Bye.